What's up, everybody? We are back. John Delarose here, delarose.com. That's DELARROZ.com. Today we've got Birds of Prey Volume 1 by Chuck Dixon and a bunch of other folk. Gary Frank did the first bit of this. It covers some random stuff. I didn't really know how Birds of Prey came about before this, but they did a series of miniseries and one-shots. So Black Canary Oracle, Birds of Prey they call it, Showcase 93. Birds of Prey Manhunt, this is the first with the actual Birds of Prey at the beginning of the title. Revolution, Wolves, and Batgirl. Before they get into their main series in the first one. So there's this like tyrant guy who is a like Latin American tyrant, and Chuck Dixon loves to go to the Latin American tyrant trope pretty often. And we get the beautiful Gary Frank art, which is extremely detailed and cool, with Black Canary getting herself involved in this whole crime that's going on. And we see that she takes her wig off and she's got darker hair. And she's always wearing these like very cheesecakey outfits that make her look like a Las Vegas stripper or something. Pretty funny. And there's this dude who shows up who is a philanthropist called Nick Divine. And he is selling everybody a bill of goods that he's like helping third world countries and all that. And Oracle's watching that, and she ends up hiring Black Canary to investigate into this. And pretty cool coloring job right here with the shadows going on. There's this weird ninja group who are kind of involved in this, and then this gal, gosh, I forget her name. Oh well, she's acting as Divine's bodyguard, and he also brings in Black Canary as the bodyguard. So we see her, she shows up. Wow, look at that. Beautiful Gary Frank art. Really enjoyed this stuff. And he takes Black Canary down to, this might be the original art page I'd want. Wow. Down to the South American country where she gets involved with these other ninjas. And it turns out this other gal is actually working with the ninjas, and so is Nick Divine. So he set up this fake attack on himself to make it look like things were going one way, and he's actually a bad dude trying to hurt Central America. Black Canary deals with it, and that's that. This one is now not written by Chuck Dixon, but Jordan Gorfinkel, who I'm not familiar with, and Jennifer Graves, who I'm also not familiar with. Definitely a step down from the Gary Frank art, but you get some more standard like 70s, 80s looking art from DC here. Basically, Lois Lane and Black Canary are kidnapped, and they have to escape. Very quick issue right there. And we go into the next issue. So this is the 4-issue series, and we got Matt Haley as a pencils. Chuck Dixon's back. I don't like Matt Haley's art as much because he does what I call the gritty teeth face, where everybody's got a sort of angry face all the time. And in this one, Huntress gets involved, and so does Catwoman. And they're going after some dude, and he ends up kidnapping Black Canary. So it's very similar themes to the last one. And Catwoman actually gets the earrings, which is how Oracle does her communicating. So here it is. We get the three ladies, Charlie's Angels, but it's Oracle's Angels, I guess. And it's kind of Charlie's Angels-ish. And we have a nice little pink Mustang that that Catwoman steals as Black Canary goes off. I was ahead of myself a little on the storyline, but she does eventually get kidnapped, and Huntress and Catwoman kind of try to hunt her down. So there we are. There's Black Canary kidnapped, and now we've got our girls figuring out where she's headed off to. And guess what? She's been taken off to Russia, and we get a surprise that we have what's her name? The ninja gal. I forget her name. Too many names. Lady Shiva. There we go. Who is involved with the Cassandra Cain Batgirl at this time period of things, and they're running like a fighting ring out in Russia. they've got these whole world domination plans and all that. And the ladies roll out to Russia and fight them off. One more issue. Is this the last issue of this? Yeah. So, no, this is a different issue where it's Dinah goes down to another Latin American country and deals with things. It's kind of an odd setup. This is a weird one. So this page didn't quite scan right, or they didn't print it right. I don't know what the deal is, but this is a blurry page, and it's the only page that's like that in the entire book. But a little irritating. So she goes off on her own, and tries to take care of this on her own. Oracle at this point becomes a little bit of a Karen, and it's like, you need to not do this on your own. Of course, Black Canary gets captured, like every single one of these. It's a little redundant from time to time. And she ends up taking it down, and she gets lectured by Oracle again. You still shouldn't have gone off on your own. So we got the 4 issues. We got this. Now we're getting these series of one-shots. This was a really interesting one. Now, every single one of these issues also starts out with a little bit of weird action that doesn't seem like it means much. It's like that James Bond style of thing, but it does tie into the overall plot. And in this one, they both, Black Canary and Oracle, meet up with men. And this suffers from 90s coloring. Look at this. This is really a shoddy coloring job. It almost ruins the pencils in here from time to time. And the last couple issues are all like this. It's just like, what happened here? Did Black Canary put on blackface? I don't know. Orange face? Yeah, it's pretty rough. So they both meet men, and both the men end up kind of betraying them and being bad dudes at the same time. Really masterful writing job by Chuck Dixon here. There's a good romance plot in it. Both of the A and B plot tie in together. Both of them have the same sort of arcs and beats, but in their own character ways. And so you really get to know the characters through this, and the A and B plot are just gel so well together. He really shows why he's a master of comics, despite the coloring jobs here. I actually don't have too much of a problem with the line art, it looks like. But man, this coloring made it really hard to read at points. Whoops, we got one more at the end of this. Oh, wow. They're going after the Mad Hatter, or so they think here. And it turns out that Oracle is being mind-controlled and brainwashed by this other gal. And we get the same coloring problems in this one as we have in the last one. And she has to escape, and she's not actually, it looked like she was Batgirl at the beginning, but she's not. She's actually just tied up, and she eventually gets the cops to come and settle things, and then the actual Black Canary makes a appearance at the end. So that's it. Very fun start, fast reads. This is huge action-packed stuff. Huge action-packed. Gary Frank is, the best of the art at the beginning, and it kind of deteriorates a little bit. But beyond that, storytelling's really good. Just a lot of fun stuff. Characters I might have not cared about had I not read this volume, and it's a really enjoyable read. So 8 out of 10 overall. I look forward to volume 2. There are 3 volumes of this, and they don't actually finish Chuck Dixon's run after that. Chuck Dixon's run goes a little longer, and DC collected editions just, shits the bed on all of these. They never quite make it on so many books. It drives me crazy. I don't know why. But worth the read. I believe these are out of print and getting a little harder to find, so you might want to pick these up sooner rather than later. All right, hit that like and subscribe button. See you soon.